when I think about what I would change about my childhood the most, the obvious answer is money. I wish that my family would have had access to more money. Not only for like just more security materially, like being not having to worry about like paying rent or mortgage or excuse me, being able to afford things and like not have to worry about money so much. That's a big part of it. But then there's also, both my parents worked a lot. I was sort of like a latchkey kid, and they worked so much, and they just continued to struggle with money. So it really didn't seem like all that work was even doing much. It was like all that work was just necessary just to survive, and it would have been nice to just have more of my parents' like time and attention, and not even just their time and attention, but that what time and attention that I got, they were able to like actually like spend it like genuinely with me, as opposed to just like, you're home from work, but you're stressed out and you're inattentive and you're kind of like lost in your own shit. And so it would be that, more money, but then like just by extension, I guess if I were to change something about how my childhood went or how I was raised, it would just be I wish that my parents were less stressed. I wish that they were just more, just happier people. I don't know if that's really like specifically like changing something about the relationship, about like how I was raised. But it would be if I don't. There isn't a lot of things that I would point to specifically. It's just more like patterns of behavior that I would want to change, and I think like ultimately, I think the thing is like, with my parents had me young, so a lot of the times our relationship didn't really feel always parental. It kind of almost feels like they were just like older siblings that I was kind of like sharing a house with. A lot of the times there was a lot of like I had to take a lot of responsibility, and I also had to sort of like let them know when they were being out of line, even though like I'm the kid. And you know something that I would really want to change about the way I was raised, that being said, would be I wish I felt like we were on the same team more. A lot of the times it would feel as if we got into like a sort of adversarial dynamic or pattern of behavior where it became very much like, not only was it like them versus me, but it felt from their perspective like it was me versus them. It's like they're trying to get something out of me, or they're trying to get me to do something, and it's like very, when you're coming into the situation with your guard up, or just confrontational, and like it feels like, if you kind of saw the situation differently, if you saw that like, I'm your kid, like I'm on your side, like I don't want bad things. If I'm doing something wrong, just tell me I'm doing something wrong, and I want to be told that I'm doing something wrong. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're being bad, you need to be punished. It's like, just talk to me, like, and like, I understand, like I'm a kid, but take your fucking time and talk to me. like just learn how to like talk. I've talked to kids. I've gotten kids to, understand. Surprisingly, I'm always surprised by like how much kids can actually get things if you are patient with them and you actually like take the time to explain things to them. And I think that I wish there was just like more of that. I think there is like almost like people just kind of have their perception in their head about like a kid and what that means. And I guess I wish people were kind of just, especially like with my childhood, I just wish people were kind of more open to the actual like relationship and like what is happening. My parents will on one hand depend on me to take care of the home, raise my brothers. I was like 10 years old when my first brother was born, and while my parents were working, I was the one that had to like wake up Kane, get him ready for school, pick him up from school, feed him dinner sometimes. And it felt like, how can you let me have all this responsibility and you see that I'm like this and that and doing this and that, but then you still want to act like authoritarian with me when like I don't know, I don't get like the best grades at school, and it's like yeah, I want to get better grades too. Like it's fucking life's hard, you know. Like help me, be on my side. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm sure some people are resonating with what I'm saying.